Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been following the NFL news cycle lately, you know that the offseason has been anything but dull. But what's really grabbing everyone's attention right now is a blockbuster move that could reshape the NFC North, the Detroit Lions, and the entire landscape of the league in the upcoming season. And no, it's not just about a signing or a draft pick. It's about a trade that could send shockwaves through the NFL. That trade, the Indianapolis Colts trading Anthony Richardson to the Detroit Lions. That's right, folks. The Lions might be on the verge of adding a dynamic, dual-threat quarterback to their roster, and this isn't just speculation. It's backed by some serious NFL insiders and recent developments that have fans buzzing. Now, before we dive deep into the implications of this potential blockbuster, let's set the stage. The Detroit Lions, for years, have been on the cusp of greatness. They've built a solid core around Jared Goff, who has been an excellent leader and a proven performer. Goff, at 30 years old, still has a few good years ahead, but everyone knows that in the NFL, you can't rely on a quarterback forever. Especially in a division where the Chicago Bears are bringing in Caleb Williams, a generational talent, and the Green Bay Packers have Jordan Love stepping into a new era, hoping to reclaim their former glory. The Minnesota Vikings, meanwhile, are banking on J.J. McCarthy, a promising young quarterback with a lot of potential. So the question is, what are the Lions doing to prepare for the future? Are they just going to wait around, hoping Goff keeps performing at a high level, or are they already planning to upgrade that position? The answer seems to be leaning toward the latter. The Lions' current backup options, Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen, have shown flashes, but neither has proven that they can be a reliable starter for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. That's where the potential trade for Anthony Richardson comes into play. Richardson, the second overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, has been a hot topic since he entered the league. Despite having only 13 college starts, he's shown flashes of incredible athleticism, a rare dual-threat ability that can make defenses tremble. His college stats might not jump off the page, just a 55% completion percentage and some inconsistency, but his physical tools are undeniable. At 6'4", over 230 pounds, with elite speed, agility, and arm strength, Richardson is the kind of player who can change the game on any given play. But here's the catch. Richardson has been considered a developmental quarterback. He's only been in the NFL for a season and a half, and his trajectory so far has been uneven. In his rookie year, he started just 4 games, and while he showed some promise, his completion percentage hovered around 48%. Last season, he lost the starting job in Indianapolis after some struggles, and the Colts seemed to be moving on, opting to start Daniel Jones instead for the 2025 season. That's where the Lions come into the picture. They see the potential, the raw talent, and believe that with the right coaching and support, Richardson could be a game changer. Think about it. What better environment for a young quarterback like Richardson than learning behind Jared Goff, who's a seasoned pro with a high football IQ? Goff's leadership and experience could help unlock Richardson's upside, allowing him to develop into the franchise quarterback the Lions have been searching for since their glory days in the early 2000s. And don't forget, the Lions are already a competitive team, with a strong offensive line, a talented receiving core, and a defense that's steadily improving. They just need that extra spark at quarterback, someone who can extend plays and create opportunities when the pocket collapses. Richardson's dual-threat ability fits perfectly into their offensive scheme, providing a new dimension that defenses will have to account for. Now, let's talk about the trade specifics. The Colts, after giving up on Richardson's development, and with Daniel Jones firmly in their plans, are likely to accept a deal that's less than what they initially hoped for. Richardson, being the second-string quarterback, isn't going to command the same package as a proven starter, So the Lions could potentially acquire him for a mid-round pick or a player swap that fits their salary cap and roster needs. It's a strategic move, adding a young, athletic quarterback with upside at a fraction of the cost of a big-name free agent or a high draft pick next year. The Lions could be looking at this as not just a short-term fix, but a long-term investment in their future. The impact of this move could be enormous. For starters, it gives the Lions a contingency plan if Goff's performance declines or if they want to transition away from him in a couple of seasons. It sets a clear developmental path for Richardson, who, with proper coaching, could evolve into a top-tier NFL quarterback. Plus, from a division perspective, this could shake things up. The Bears are already eyeing Caleb Williams as their future, and Green Bay's Jordan Love is still unproven, while Minnesota's J.J. McCarthy is a rookie with potential. The Lions, now armed with Richardson, could leapfrog their divisional rivals, establishing dominance not just through talent but through strategic foresight. And let's not forget, Richardson's athletic upside is a game-changer. His ability to run and throw on the move makes him a nightmare for defenses. Coaches love quarterbacks who can extend plays, and Richardson's mobility could open up new offensive schemes for the Lions. Imagine a future where he's able to scramble out of the pocket, evade pressure, and throw accurate deep passes to the likes of Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jahmyr Gibbs. The possibilities are exciting, and the Lions' coaching staff, led by Dan Campbell, has shown they're not afraid to take risks and innovate. Of course, bringing Richardson into the fold isn't just about immediate impact. It's about planning for the long haul. Jared Goff has been a fantastic leader and a solid quarterback, but every team needs a plan B, and ideally a plan A for the future. The Lions' front office has been smart about building a roster that can contend now while also investing in young talent. Adding Richardson would be a statement move, showing that they're serious about staying competitive and that they're not afraid to shake things up if it means improving their chances of reaching the Super Bowl. This potential trade also raises questions about the Lions' strategy at quarterback. Are they planning to develop Richardson slowly, letting him learn and grow behind Goff, or do they see him as a potential starter sooner rather than later? Given Goff's age and the Lions' recent history of aggressive moves, it's likely they're open to the idea of Richardson taking over at some point, especially if he continues to improve and showcase his athletic gifts. And with the Lions' strong culture and focus on player development, Richardson could thrive in their system, becoming a key piece of their offense for years to come. So, what does all this mean for Detroit fans? It's an exciting time. The Lions are showing they're willing to think outside the box, to invest in their future, and to take bold steps to elevate their roster. The possibility of adding Anthony Richardson isn't just a rumor. It's a real option that could bring a new level of excitement and unpredictability to Lions football. Imagine a future where your team has a young, dynamic quarterback who can make plays with his arm and legs, keeping defenses on their toes, and giving Detroit a real shot at contending for a Super Bowl again. That's what's on the horizon if this trade goes through, and Lions fans should be genuinely excited about what's coming. And let's be honest, the NFC North is already a competitive division, but with Richardson in Detroit, that competition gets even fiercer. The division rivals will have to rethink their strategies, their defenses, and their game plans. The Lions are no longer just a team trying to rebuild. They're positioning themselves as a legitimate contender, and this move could be the key to unlocking a new chapter in their storied history. Now, I want to hear from you, Lions fans. What do you think about this potential move? Are you excited about the idea of Richardson wearing Honolulu blue? Do you believe he can develop into a franchise quarterback under the guidance of the Lions' coaching staff? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion really matters to us and to the future of Detroit Lions football. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and all the latest news from the NFL and the Detroit Lions. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this Lions family growing stronger every day. Remember, football isn't just a game, it's a way of life, and for Lions fans, it's a lifelong passion. The offseason is just the beginning of what could be an incredible journey, and with moves like this on the horizon, the 2025 season promises to be one of the most exciting chapters yet. So, keep your eyes peeled, stay hyped, and get ready for a Detroit Lions team that might just surprise us all this year. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Lions.